Good morning everyone, my name is Ching, number metric is 290020. Today, I'm here to present about issue of poverty due to pandemic COVID-19 in Malaysia. Definition of the issue poverty in Malaysia. A person who lacks sufficient amount of money or material belongings, insufficient to satisfy basic requirements like food, water, clothing, housing, inability to pay for medication expenses of illness, and not being able to give children a good education. Absolute poverty, hardcore poverty, and relative poverty are three categories of poverty. There are many kinds of reasons for the poverty of the people or country. For example, pandemics such as the Spanish flu or the 1918 influenza pandemic, Justinian plague, coronavirus 2019 until now. Now, I want to talk about what is the background of issue pandemic COVID-19 that caused poverty in Malaysia. Coronavirus are a family of viruses that can cause mild to moderate upper respiratory tract illnesses such as the common cold, severe acute respiratory syndrome called as SARS, and Middle East respiratory syndrome called as MERS. This virus not only impact on people's health, at the same time, people also face revenue shortfall like number of households will change into lower income group from group T20 to M40 and M40 to B40 because most of business forced to shut down due to lack of salary paid to their employees. Next slide is important or seriousness of the issue. Some companies have to shut down permanently because they cannot bear excessive expenditures and loss. Due to this situation, many people lost their jobs and become unemployed. It has negatively impacted on people's income and led many families to hang white flags due to hunger. Unemployment rate in Malaysia become higher and economic growth is expected to decrease from 4% until 5%. Second, tourism industry, fisheries and agriculture sector are greatly affected. It is because any cross-border tourism activities are prohibited. It resulted tourism income reductions and decline in GDP. These sellers cannot find buyers to buy their vegetables, fish, meats in large amount. Third is in the closures of manufacturing factories that will result shortage in supply, inability to produce and transport products to other countries like China, and total export in Malaysia will decrease. Fourth, it also has an impact on banking and service. Many companies insufficient to repay installment loan due to sales drop. Graduate college students cannot find job to repay loan of PTPTN and lead government debts increase. This is the statistic data for absolute poverty, hardcore poverty and relative poverty in Malaysia from 2009 until 2020. In year 2014, absolute poverty rate was recorded at the lowest point of 0.6%. This is because unemployment rate is 2.88% and was the lowest between this year. 2020 was the year that was badly affected by COVID-19 and recorded a peak point at 8.4%. For hardcore poverty, rate in 2014 was recorded at only 0.1% and in year 2020, rate will rise up to 1% at peak point. Relative poverty in year 2014 was declined to 15.6% and in year 2009 was recorded the highest rate at 19.3%. The following slide is proposed project that we found named MyKasih. MyKasih was a non-profit organization in Malaysia and was established in 2009 at Petaling Jaya. This project ran the food aid program such as Love My Neighborhood and run the cashless payment Love My School in category students. The mission is to help impoverished families and students in Malaysia due to pandemic COVID-19. Implementation of food aid program is they are able to choose different brands of essential food items from an approved list of 10 product category such as rice, cooking oil, beverage, biscuits, eggs, flour, seasoning, canned flour, noodles and bread. Students are also supported with cashless bursaries and back to school aid. The Love My School bursary scheme is for primary and secondary students from low-income households earning less than 1,500 a month that selected by school and recommended them to donor. The students will draw on the allowance by using their MyKasih student smart card to pay for purchases made at the school canteen and bookshop. All disbursements are effected through the use of my card and the smart card, which enables us to distribute aid in an efficient, transparent, and secure way without any leakage. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.